Hello, welcome to Love Surprise Botanica. This is Conversations with Ifa Abeyo. And I know I'm running behind schedule. I had this cool brother here. We was just talking and vibing and everything. We are located at 8902 165th Street, booth 138 in the Coliseum Mall, where we do consultations. We do the readings. We make oils, candles, waist beads, all of that. How are we doing? Oh my goodness. So, there's a few things before we hit on the topic, right? I had the beauty of talking to this brother and we was talking about New Orleans. We was talking about New Orleans, we was talking about Louisiana, and he said he's never been. Hello, beautiful people. He said he's never been, so I was telling him about New Orleans, and he was saying the stuff that he read about and stuff, and, people was talking and everything, and he was like, is it true that they love the gator? I was like, love the gator? We love the alligator. I was like, what? So we started talking about that and just talking about the Southern, the different ways, and how the South and the North differ in a lot of things. And he was like, I really do. I want to go down there. And I was like, you should be down there. So that was really cool. That was a good conversation to have. And then I had a conversation with, because I wrote it on a blog. Hi, Puddin', how are you? Janet's online, y'all, so make sure y'all hit her up, because y'all love her. She gonna do this interview. I'm gonna have to hold her down. And so this young brother came and was talking about back in the day, right, in Queens. Now, back in the day, Queens was known for a lot of things. Supreme Team, Cat, all these different entities and different people and different places. So this young brother was talking about it. And he was like, yeah, because, I was back there in those days. I don't even think when I was 8 that he was a thought, right? And so he was talking about people, places, and things where this young man was not born. He wasn't born. But the way he was talking, you could tell he listens to stories and he listens, right? So, in walks Uncle Fu. And Yawo, right, my god sister, Uncle Fu said hello and that you're happy. He's happy that you went on your journey. Because she met Uncle Fu Kwan when she was here. So he definitely asked about you. Uncle Fu said I told him that you went and got initiated. And he said, please give her my blessings. Happy that you went on a new path. So Uncle Fu remembers you. And so Uncle Fu walks up. It is different when you hear of a story and you meet someone that lived the story. So that's why I made the post, when elders speak, you listen. When I tell you, this man was sitting there, Uncle Fu, and if y'all know Uncle Fu, y'all know, this man was sitting there educating this young brother to the point of the young brother had to bow out, and it wasn't a disrespect. It wasn't, you lying, because he was there. Uncle Fu was there. He lived it. He was there. Places, times, dates, saying, no, brother, I was there, this and this. Where the young brother had to bow out to say, you know what? I can't make up no more stories. I can't go against experience and wisdom with a fable. Because now he's naming people that you have no idea who it is. You heard of them in a story, but you haven't met them. So, hey, beautiful. So it was so beautiful, because when elders speak, I tell people, and I made this post, and you can read 10,000 books and still not grasp. You can spend 1 hour with an elder, and it is better than reading those 10,000 books. Because this is life experience. You get the feeling, you get everything, the experience itself, like you are there. And it was so beautiful. So blessings to Uncle Fu, and I told him, I said, I have to interview you, definitely on a spiritual level, but on a level of, here it is, you went through things and overcame. And so I asked him, I said, well, how do you feel about the youth of today? He said, this is their time. And I said, oh, for real? He said, listen, in every generation you have the good, the bad, and the ugly. I said, oh, well, you got to break it down. He said, the good. The good are those that go to school, get college degrees, save up money, start their own companies. You know, they don't touch drugs. They don't do none of that stuff. They're just good kids, good people. He said the bad are the ones that try it. They got to try to go and use drugs. They got to try and go and try to be about their life. They got to try and do that until they get something, or they wind up going to jail for a few months and they get scared and they go and follow the good. He said, then you have the ugly. And I said, okay. He said, those are the reasons why we have institutions, we have jails, and we have graveyards. He said, because the ugly won't change. No matter what happens. He said, maybe out of the 15 ugly, the Creator will shine a light and save one. He said, but some of us are just born to be in the streets, to take a life, to not care. He said, those are the ugly. He said, those are the ones that, this is the reason why we have those bad places to keep them there. He said, because they're the ugly. And I was like, wow, thank you, Uncle Fu. I said, well, what about the women? You know, the sisters, you know, he said, listen, these brothers nowadays are tired of being the food stamp pimp. I was on the floor. Well, what the hell is a food stamp pimp? He said, that's when a sister give you her card and tell you to go shopping and do whatever. He said, back in the day, they was handing me books. I said, get out. And he said, now we need to both heal and correct ourselves. He said, because a man needs to stand up for his family and not run. Need to start fixing those things that's broken. This is an elder, and I was so happy to have him grace and come. But I was really, really, really thankful, because most people want to correct you by screaming at you and telling you, yo, shut the fuck up, you don't know. He didn't. He just told him the correct story and said he was there. He lived it. And that brother, all he could do was bow out. That was it. And he said, yo, first of all, don't glorify something. He said, let's glorify you starting a business. Let's glorify you raising your sons and your daughters. Let's glorify that. So don't glorify those days. That's in the past anyway. He said, you don't live in the past no more, my brother. So that was really, really beautiful. That was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so I had that beautiful experience as well. And now I want to give out some shout outs. Raul, I love you. If y'all see him on the thread, hit him up. He feeds the homeless. He has New Eurekan. They have beautiful, beautiful events. And I'm on days I'm really trying to move my calendar days around. I love you, Ashe. I talk about you all the time. Hit his page, ladies and gentlemen. If you're free on Saturdays, he's out there. All you have to do is hit his page to get the information. He's collecting toys. I am collecting here to take to him, to drop off at New Eurekan. Listen, oh my God, I love you. I love you so much. You do so much for the community. I love you. And y'all hit his page, become his friend, go to New Eurekan, visit the site. Listen, go to the shows. He's feeding them this Saturday. So go to the shows. He has excellent spoken word. There's always something that's happening at New Eurekan. Just go and hit his page, and he always posts. I always try to share what's going on, and it's beautiful. If you have family coming in from out of town, you want to take them to New Eurekan. You would not be disappointed, for real. You have not seen anything spoken word. Oh my goodness. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And he is a great brother. When you see him, he will hug you and just, and he has a show this Saturday. So hit his page. Y'all see him on the thread, request it, go. And he's always doing something for the community. Always, always, always. He's collecting. So follow him, please. Also, Candelo Corner. He has a great show that happens on Mondays. He be popping. Oh my God, hit his page up. He's always, oh my goodness, I love you, Raul. I love you. I talk about you all the time. I do, I love you. Hit his page up, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you see it, you sign on and you go back and watch the video later on, definitely hit Raul up. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. If you got family members, you're traveling, you're coming out from the city, you want to go to New Eurekan. Telling you, you will not be disappointed at all. Budget-wise, entertainment-wise, you will not be, and it's very easy to get to. Very easy to get to. Even on the weekends when New York is messed up with the trains and the buses, it's easy to get his because the F train is always running. I love it. I love it. Or the Long Island Railroad. Very easy. MapQuest it. You will get it. They always give the simplest route. and you will not be disappointed going there. Telling you, going there. And how I found New Yorican was my son. He said, "Ma, it's this place you gotta go. You into the spiritual stuff. You're gonna love the person that runs it. You gotta go." And one day I was up here and he had something, and I went. And oh my God, I was blown away. And I've been talking about it from that day that I went. And it was a few years ago. So it is. It's very good. Very good. Make sure you go. Make sure you, holiday season coming, you want to go. So hit his page, become his friend, and you would not be disappointed, ladies and gentlemen. You would not be disappointed at all. Really love them. If you got toys, donate. If you can't get to the city, I'm collecting them and I'm taking them out there to them. Let's go. Let's go. Let's help one another. Let's rebuild. Let's make children smile this year. Okay? I love you all. Okay, so for all your spiritual people, we were talking about today. I put it up because the question was, what is Ori and why do we have to have Ori? How do you know if you need Ori? Who can tell you if you need Ori? Well, I'm not a professionalism. I'm definitely not a Babalawo. I'm a spiritualist, and I love when people give me questions, so I'm putting it out there for the group. Now, because of my signal, I had to receive Ori. And Ori is your head, right? So in the morning, I get up, pray to your head, because your Ori, it's your Ori that guides you, that leads you. And you need that clear head, that focus, the calm, cool head, because a cool head prevails so much. So you need that. You need that understanding. And a lot of people, which I've seen on threads, don't really talk about Ori. You know? And it's sad because how you not talk about your head? But most people, what I see mostly is people talking about the Orisha, who's your crown. How can we forget Ori? You know, so when a person wrote it, I said, wow. So I had read a book, Ori, right? And I love reading. I love reading. O'Chanley, I know I say his name wrong. I clean my Ori with coconut water to cool it. I love you. So you have your Ori, right? And this book, I love it because it talks about Ori and how it does, and you know, it says destiny is good character. Good character is destiny. So, and it tells you the Yoruba proverb is spirit can't give you what the head won't accept. Let me say that again. Spirit can't give you what the head won't accept. How we see the world informs how we see ourselves. How we see ourselves informs how we treat others. How we treat others is a measure of character. In the language of the Yoruba religion, destiny is good character is destiny. Let me go back to that first one. Spirit can't give you what the head won't accept. So all y'all spiritual people, I have Ori because of my Odu. I'm grateful that I have Ori because my head was all over the place. I was all over the place, and it grounded me. And I built that relationship with my Ori. So cleaning it with coconut water, shea butter, you know, going to get a rogation for your Ori as well as for you, your head. And Ori is the saint. So, and it's you. As I love it. John Mason said, everything else you might can give to the people, your soperas and all of that. He said, but Ori goes with you. And Ori comes back with you when you're born because it is your head. And it goes with you and comes back. It comes with every life that you go, if we follow in that path or method, your Ori is with you because that's you. You're your Ori. So, and the book is really good. It is Ori, right? I'm not even going to try to say his name. And I know it's going to come out backwards, but if you screenshot it and redo it, then you'll see it. again. But it's Ori, and it just has reference because I don't sell the book, so don't ask me. But I let you come in and slim through it. But it is a good read to let you know of Ori. Google it. I put up a few things about Ori. We have enough spiritual people. I need it. Like I said, that's my only answer for it. I needed Ori because of my Odu. My Odu is Ogbeyono. So it's 8-3, right? It's not Dilagoon. So Pele, that, Ifa, right? Arula, that one. But so I won't, I have to always be careful of my head. Now I have a hot head. I got to calm myself. And Ori, which is my spiritual devil up in the creators up there, keeps me in alignment because I needed that. I needed to be with my spiritual devil. And so I had to align myself with my Ori because I can get into trouble. So that's why I keep a cool head. I've learned to walk away from things. You know how people will try to egg you on. Oh, they're playing you. Oh, So I always have to keep a cool head because a cool head prevails so much than an angry, confused head. You always have to remember, just because I'm spiritual, two people arguing. No one knows who's spiritual, who's right, who's wrong. They just see two people arguing. And you always have those I call them the Lord Jesus Help Me choir, that sits around and egg it on. And if you don't have a cool head to say, listen, I don't have time for this, I got so much better things, my destiny is so much bigger than this, to walk away, the Lord Jesus Help Me choir will sit there and they will egg you on and have you arguing, fighting, and you be in jail, and they'll sit back and be like, girl, she could have walked away. I don't even know why she entertained. She's still the same. So, in alignment with my Ori. And the beauty of it is you can talk to your Ori about everything. And ladies, in tradition, when you're menstruating, you can't go to your saints, you can't go to your spirits, because of the blood. Your Ori, you can talk to all day, every day. Bleeding, not bleeding, because it's you. It is you. You are your Ori. So, that's the beauty of it. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful ceremony. It is a beautiful ceremony. That ceremony is beautiful. I haven't seen all ceremonies, but that ceremony is very beautiful. And oh my goodness, it is. And the saint that you receive your Ori, the whole thing. And I put up a few. Those are not mine, but you get that, and it's very beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful how they make these. And it is. When you get your kofa or your mano de la rula, I know my English is not that very good looking, and I've been watching the Sea of Cruise thing, and we'll talk about that right after. On Netflix. Oh, you gotta watch it. So when you receive that, you receive your Odu or you receive your Ita with it in the Creole tradition, not the traditional. And you will know then if you receive Ori. And me personally, I think everyone should have Ori to keep you in alignment, And when you receive Ori, you're so grounded. You're a different person. And I was very grateful because my sister-in-law that knew me from my wild days back in the day, she said, I don't know what you went through, but I'm very grateful because you're very calm now. You're very, very, very balanced. And it's a beautiful thing to have, to know that your Ori is with you. So for the person that asked, if y'all have your experience with Ori, or if Ashe, or if you have a story of Ori, on how you take care of your Ori. Thank you. Blessings to you, Raul, for sharing that. How you clean your Ori, and why did you have to receive Ori? Or, whatever you can give. Because I have a lot of people on the thread that are just starting out on their journey. They don't even have beads. They just want to know. You don't have to go into details, but they want to know because when it's time for them, listen, we have enough people I put up a post of this video I was watching as well. You have enough people out here just leading these people into hell. And sometimes it's their path. So they can get on the right path to appreciate. But if it's not in their path for them to go through hell, and there's ways of us educating people, because that's the reason why this way of life is. Most people call it a religion. I call it a way of life. That's the reason why. We're here to help and guide and teach. You know, I'm not going to give you the secrets because you have to earn that. You're going to get initiated. You want beads and all of that. You're going to do that. Without your crown, your ori, nothing happens. That is so true. So, we need to educate people. So even if you can just give a story, something about ori, because you have a lot of people that just watch, you know, and that's what this conversation is for. It's a conversation. We're learning from one another. Everything is, listen, the initiations or the ceremonies are all the basics. You have to have parents, right? Even in church, when you think about it, when you're getting baptized, you got the pastor and assistant pastor. When you get your beads, you got your godparents, your godmother, godfather, your padrino, your madrina, and jabona. Anything you do, there's two giving birth, right? So that is it's still, the basics is the same as what I'm saying. So people are now coming out of those lies that were told, and now they're coming into this new way of living, and it's not a new way. It's been around forever. Hello, beautiful. It's been around forever. So now they're going back to their heritage. They're going back to what, because the blood never forgets. They're going back to what is theirs, and they're learning. But in everything, you have charlatans and people that try to get over. In churches, you got Reverend Ike and all of them. So you have this. It's going to happen in every path that you follow. You're going to have those, right? And now, one brother wrote, "I like to hear people's perspective on ori. Would you consider a Pacific Orisha your ori, or would you consider ori a separate energy?" Oh, we have been here before the King James Version. That's right. That's true. Well, Devontae wants to know. I love it. Thank you. Oh. Well, ori itself is a separate ceremony, and it is beautiful. I had to have it, so it is beautiful. And then I had the pleasure of being a part of practicing to be a petty bee of the ceremony. I was helping the petty bees that were there, and it was very beautiful. Oh, it was so beautiful. It was a beautiful ceremony. That's why I know. That's my first ceremony to be a part of. So, from my standpoint, being the only ceremony I was a part of, it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. Oh my goodness, I did. I enjoyed it. I turned my phone off. My daughter and them couldn't call me for nothing. I wanted to be front and center of all of it. It was so beautiful. It was beautiful. They received kofa that day as well as their ori, and it was so beautiful. And I have both, so it was beautiful to be a part of that, and cooking and helping. Oh, it was really beautiful. Janet and them, I was helping them, and it was really, really beautiful. Till this day, I'm very thankful of being a part of it. So Devontae, from my standpoint, it's a separate one because of you receive it. You receive, I want to say saint, but you receive your ori, and it's made just for you. It's your ori, it's you. So it is a separate one. It's not you could say it's an orisha, but it's you. So that's my standpoint. All of y'all are welcome to chime in, but you'll love having it. You'll love having it. I'm so proud that you have gone so far. It's good to hear this kind of stuff. Good things happen to good people with good hearts. Oh, bless you, Ashe. So it is. But if you get a chance, it's called Ori. I got it off of Amazon, so I didn't pay a lot. He is the author, right? So I'm not going to disrespect myself and try to pronounce the name. I'm not going there. But the book is really informative. At first, it's going to read like stereo equipment. But then, as you can see, I was making notes. You got folded pages. My book is real. Like, I was in it. And they tell you what ori is. And they break it down as well. And the songs for ori, right? So even when you're even praying, you hold your ori. You hold your oil. And you keep a calm head. Coconut water, oh, so good. So good. You know, and I'm not going to stress it enough. All of those that are spiritual, that's in this way of being in this way of living. The end of the year is coming. Get your head rogations. We need to go into the new year with some clear heads. And then y'all know in January, we'll get the Odu. See how it goes for Creole. And then later on, you get traditional of the Odu for Ifa. But definitely, you want to go in with a clear head. Clear head. Definitely a clear head. So get those rogations going in so we can, you know, year ending, we going in because, you know, everybody has this thing of going with Trump is doing this, Trump is doing that. That's right. It is your mind and where all the info that your spirit carries from one life to another. Hey, I'm going to Cuba. Ooh, go have fun. Ashe. So we want to go into the new year because you have all these people that are really bugging out. My niece, as well as a few people, was like, oh, you know, Trump is president, and this. I'm saying, you know, I'm chilling because I already know what a ruler says. So I already know what Egun say. So I'm not worrying about it. They get the last word. They final word, final answer. I'm not worried about that man sitting there. And first of all, he ain't in my house, so I'm not worried about that. So they were like, no, it's gonna affect the planet. It's gonna affect. Listen, Ebo works wonders. I don't know about y'all. But I know a Ebo, a head rogation, a cleansing, I'm not worried about it. So we have to learn, be a role model, teach, as well as show people. Because when you know better, you do better. And when you already know what Egun say, what Arula says, you already know you sat on that mat. I'm not worrying about it. You know what Ebos you need to do. You know what offerings or whatever you need to do. Take care of it. So you can go into the new year not being stressed like all these other people, because I'm not at all. I'm not worried about it. So we want to make sure we go with a clear head, clear heart, clear minds, clear thoughts. Head rogation do that for you. So from my standpoint, we wear wolves. All right, Severe. Okay. They did not worry about Obama, so what's the fear for him? Hey, my mama told me a long time ago, fear is force energy appearing real. You make it real. Because when you don't know something, and I just explained it, bless your mouth. Because when I just explained that to the young brother that was here, I said, here it is, you see a wall. For so long, you've been hearing stories about this wall being, it'll eat you up, it'll take you. When you learn about the wall, you go touch the wall, and you see, yeah, that's just a regular wall. There's no more fear. People find out about Lukumi, Ifa, oh, I heard that's the devil, that's this. And then when they start talking, they start seeing, oh my God, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. And they start hearing about Patakis, Odus, stories, start seeing people. One person said, yo, that's discipline. That's obedience. We need that. We do. Where else can you go? You wearing white. You know, vanity is taken out. Especially when you go and you're going under the throne and you're ready to go and be initiated. You're not looking in mirrors. You're not doing all that. It's certain things you can't eat. Certain places you can't go. I don't have a problem. I don't drink, so it doesn't bother me. You could be all you want. You could tear up your liver, lungs, do all of that. I don't do that, right? Because it's in my Odu. Now, do everybody follow? Sometimes I slip. No, not drinking. I shouldn't eat eggs. Sometimes I slip. I have a taste for it. I pay for it later. Trust and believe that. So you have these things that it's required of you. So when you have those things, you follow those things. This way of living is discipline. That's why a lot of people rather find loopholes and say they in it, and they go to Botanicas and buy 50 million beads. And you know, I have to tell y'all, it's a young brother. He got initiated in Africa. Right? And he came and see me today. He's initiated for Ogun. He's an Ogun baby. And he got initiated in Africa, like I said. So in Ifa, their story is different than Lukumi. And I love it. See, this is where the conversations come in at. In Lukumi, we were told, right, in one of the Batakis, that Ogun raped his mom. Right? And he really punished himself when he found out. Right? So we all heard the story. I don't need to repeat it. Now, Ifa, in his Ile, in his house, he's never heard of that. So here it is, he's young. He's a young brother. And his mom is initiated in Oshun. So here it is, I'm telling him the story, and he was shocked. Like, huh, what? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, no. Because in his Ile, Ogun, the hand that kills, is the knife that kills also is the knife that feeds the table. He makes sure he's your bones in your body. He makes sure that he takes care of you. All metal, all electronics, all of that he does. So for him, construction workers, things like that, anything dealing with metal, blacksmiths, just building things, he knows that part. And so now he'll come by and he'll tell me stories that he know from his Elaine, and I'll tell stories of what I know. And it's so beautiful because neither one of us is changing our path, but now we know the opposite side. See, when you know the side and we can sit down and agree, even if we agree to disagree, that's where the healing comes in. So now I see it from your perspective. I respect it. I'm not following it, but I respect it. So when I have godchildren and they have to go to Ifa, I already know to teach them the stories and to teach them. And I have a connection where I know to put them in the right hands. See how that works? That fearful no going all day, every day. And you got to see him, Raul. He's a young brother. I'm talking about young. I think he's like 18, if that old. But he got initiated in Africa. And you got to, oh my God, he's a blessing when he comes through. And he came through today. And he does. He's and in Ifa, they don't throw themselves. So, when he see me throw myself to someone or his mom, and she explained it to him. And so it's so different. But he's also, so let me rock your socks a little bit more. He's also initiated in Egbe. Now, some of y'all may say, with the hyphen is on there, Egbe means house, right? With the hyphen going, Egbe is your spiritual family up there. So he's initiated, but he got initiated over in Africa because a lot of people don't initiate over here in Egbe. Now, I know some of y'all may believe, we're talking on the Ifa side, that when you die, you're going to go and meet grandma and granddaddy. Well, those are the people that's connected to you when you come through the birth tunnel, because now you're a part of their blood. But up there, you have a family. And that's why they always tell you, don't get upset, because your Egbe will want to take you home. So your Egbe is your spiritual family that's up there, that you've been with from the beginning, where your Ori is and everyone. That's your spiritual family. So have you ever you meet this person for the first time in your life? This is how I see it. So y'all can explain it the way y'all see it. You don't know this person. It's the first time you ever meet them. And right then and there, there's connection. It's just something about them that, like y'all are brothers and sisters. I say, hey, that's your Egbe. Because you don't know them. They ain't no blood related. You just met them and y'all are just connecting like y'all have known each other for a lifetime. That's your Egbe. That's your spiritual that came down because it's something that you need help with. It might be something that you are going into and this person can help you, guide you, even be there for support. That's your Egbe. That's how I see it. So, and he's initiated in that young brother, really cool, down to earth. Oh, such a sweetie. I tell his mom, you should be so great for that. And we don't hype those up. And so when I was telling him what I was planning on doing about the coloring book from the ages of 3 to 18, and he was like, oh my gosh, I wanna be a part of that. He said, are you gonna tell both stories? I said, yeah, I am. I said, because you can't tell a 3-year-old that Ogun raped his mom. Come on, for real. I said, so we're gonna have to spend it to where Ogun children got, they get upset, so they go in their room. And you know how your parents have other babies and you don't feel like you're important, but yet still you're doing everything. You got good grades and all of that, but no one's acknowledging you. So you're going in your room. So you got your mother trying to get you out. You ain't coming. You ain't budging. Baby, come and eat something. I ain't coming out. You know how we get stubborn, Ogun's children. Then I'm not Ogun's child, I'm a Zarabanda child. So I can kind of relate because I get hard-headed. So then you have your dad come. So your mom is your Maya. Come out. No, I ain't coming. Then you have your dad or Lofi or Obatala. Come out. You have Oya. Get out here. I'm not coming. I'm banging on the door. I'm not coming. Shango, Kabosile. No, I'm not coming. I'm even mad at you. I ain't coming. You have Oba. I'm not coming. I'm not coming. But then you have that. So we're going to switch it. Because, 3-0, you can't tell them that a girlfriend. So your favorite cousin. She's always hyping you up. She's always giving you props. You know what I'm saying? It's just fun to be around her. So she comes and be like, "Why you in here tripping?" And the old goon kid is. Because they don't appreciate me, and I'm doing everything. I'm getting good grades and everything, and no one appreciates me. So I'm better in my room. So then you have her sitting there saying, "Well, you're right. They don't appreciate you verbally, but they do, because look at this room, man. This room is amazing. You got flat screen, you got all the new found technology. Man, you're right. I shouldn't leave this room, nigga. I should be here all day." So after a while of her giving him another way of seeing things as an Oshun child, that honey, that sweetness. Finally, when everybody's sitting down at dinner, here come that Ogun baby out. Not as huffing and puffing as they always are. So, when they sit at the table. And like I said, the knife that goes out to kill also feeds. So for that day, Ogun is appreciated. So we'll put that, not that story, but something like that, but in a child's version, a lot of watered down, playing with words, for Ogun. And, because he was like, "Oh, wow." She's like, "Oh, okay. And it'll be a coloring book with a little story in it of who Ogun is. Because as I go around and I see all these things, and Ori will be in there as well. Ori will be in there as well. Oduduwa, yes, will be there. So as I go around and I see in different religious places and stuff, I don't see coloring books. I don't see anything for our children, our babies to relate to. This is a way of life. Now, you may have some in Nigeria, you may have some everywhere else, but when I come to Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, and Manhattan, and Staten Island, I don't see it. So this is why the elders and a lot of people, older people, always say, "I ain't messing with that devil African stuff," because they don't see the beauty in it. There's no one sitting down explaining it. And if it is, it's usually taking place in Manhattan and Bronx and places where the elders can't go. So let's find really simple things to give to them and allow children to see. Because I know if I don't want to praise to the lace front God. Sorry. So I want my grandchildren to see Oshun and her beauty, not as a prostitute, but as focused. I want my grandchildren to see Orisha Oko as planting things. So that means starting something and nurturing it as it grows. I want my grandchildren to see, as well as the rest of them, to see how Shango, Kabosile, can be the king. And sometimes the king forgets his place. But it's okay, because I can dust myself off if I make a mistake and go and take my rightful place. I want my grandchildren to see, before we make any decisions, I don't have to be scared of a ruler. I'm going to sit and speak to Baba and say, I want to be able to go to college. Any life decisions that you make, you should go to a ruler to find out. Over in Africa, in Nigeria, and Ifa, they don't do nothing without consulting a ruler first. A ruler get a consultant before anything. Who you marry, where you should go, where you should live, who you should what job should you take, all of that. We ask a ruler. We don't go get married and then we bring the wife to a ruler or the husband to a ruler. Because then what if it comes out this person can destroy you? No, we going to a ruler first before we make any kind of commitments and start sharing anything, because that's how it should be. And I want a coloring book for children, for young people, so they see. That's a beautiful way to introduce children to Arusha. Shay. So back to the original, Ori, right? So, show it again. It's a good book. I don't sell it. It's just a reference. The author, I'm not going to diss myself and say his name because I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to try it. Not at all. But it is a good book. It is a good book. They have it on ebooks. I just love paper sometimes because I like to write and highlight and make notes. And you have a lot of spiritual people that's on this thread. You can always hit their inbox, ask them a question to see where they're going. You know, if it does with you. The first thing I would say is find a Babalawo. To see Axarula, should you have Ori. The ceremony is beautiful, and if you're going to invite me, I will come because I like that ceremony. It is beautiful. It is. I love it. Oh, it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ceremony. Don't think of the price. It's an investment in your life, and I know that a lot of people have issues with that. So I'm just going to eliminate all of it from this conversation. We can invest in Jordans, crazy things, computers, and all of that. We have a problem with investing in our lives to make sure that our life is in a straight and narrow path and in an alignment. When it was time for me to receive mine, oh my goodness. People were like, oh, I can't believe you would do that. You're crazy. That is the best investment. I have no regrets. And if I have to do it again, I will do it again. To receive my Ori, because now when I see people and they're bugging out, looking like a chicken with their head cut off, I can walk through and be calm, cool, and collected and handle the situation and go on about my business. And I give thanks. Mefeafun all day, Ori. Many blessings to your Ori as well as mine. Because when you receive it, it is a beautiful thing. And get a consultation, sit down and see if you need to receive it from your Odu and go for it. But if you need more information, listen, I got people on this thread that's been crowned, been initiated for centuries. Some are brand new. They will definitely give you an answer and they will help you. And when you go to New Eureka, let me just put that in there. When you go to New Eureka, they talk about the Orisha. Oh my gosh. It is so beautiful. It is. Barney, when you come up here, we go into New Eurekans. So when you do come up, so make sure you know that. And it is. It's very beautiful. You would not regret it. You would not regret it. Hey, Puddin'. So I've been watching. I don't know about y'all. On another note, I've been watching on Netflix Celia Cruz because I'm also trying to learn Spanish and Portuguese. So it's in Spanish, and I've been, trying to learn that. And oh my God, if you ever are on Facebook, Liz Oshun, a Petty B, I love her. She puts up, and some people get aggravated, and she's not. She has not been aggravated with me. When they put up the memes, and it's in Spanish, I always put translation, and when she translates, it just sounds so beautiful. And some words I can figure out, but if I want to get the full thing, then I write, and she translated, and I always copy what she writes and put the meme up so people can see it. Oh my goodness. It is. It's very beautiful. And she puts up some beautiful memes, some beautiful quotes and stuff dealing with the Orisha and Lukumi, and she does. She really does. If you follow her, you would not be disappointed. When I get up, I always look at that. If you think that's beautiful, wait until you receive Orisha. I can't wait. Mine is coming so close. So soon, these conversations will be on Blog Talk, because when you are Yawo, you can't take pictures, you can't be in videos and nothing like that, or it'll be facing the wall and y'all will hear my voice, either or. But I won't be able to do this for a year and 7 days, and I'm gonna miss y'all. So that's why I said I would rather see if I can still do it. So I know I won't be able to be on video, and I won't be in no pictures or anything. So when the pictures come down, at least that's why I've been just putting up different pictures and stuff and taking mine down, like not putting too much of me, because I won't be able to be in pictures. It'll be old pictures, but it won't be no new ones. So mine is really, really, and when it's time for the drumming, I'm hitting that Facebook. Y'all are invited. Come to this address so y'all can hear. So it will be soon, and the videos will be held a different way, and they'll be at a different time. So, or somebody else will be standing there while you'll hear my voice. That'll be in my ita if it says I can still do it. So that would be one. But for now, we are doing this, and it has been a great. Yes, please. If I could, I invite everybody. And I've met so many people through this journey, from getting my leke all the way up to now. I have met so many people, and oh my goodness, that's how I always tell people to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, because I would love for them to be there. Nasalam alaikum, I love you. Make sure y'all hit Candelo. He's on here, so now y'all can go hit his page. Mondays, his shows is amazing. Go listen to past shows. Will knock your socks off. Oh my goodness, he is. And his memes be off the chain. For real. I mean, I give him mad love too. So, I mean, and today, Candelo, they're talking about Ori. We're talking about Ori. If you watch on some of the previous, a young brother had asked, should we, is Ori a different energy? And should we receive Ori? And is it like the Orisha? So that's what we are talking about. I was talking about this book. I read this book. This book is really great. I'm going to always put up the name, because I'm not going to diss myself and say it, because no. And so anyway, back to what I was saying. I have been watching the Celia Cruz. I haven't finished it. I'm still, I'm in episode 17. And I was on Alafia's page, and they had put it up, and I was like, for real? Let me see. So I just read the subtitles and try to listen for the word to match the subtitle of it, because it's in Spanish. And oh my God, I was crying. I was really crying. I'm going to tell you right now, I was crying about the Celia Cruz so far of what I've seen. Excuse me. Because she was dark-skinned? Like, y'all really had that over there as well? I'm really in the dark. For real. Seriously. For real. I've been worrying about colored folk here that I just totally forgot. And it is a great thing. And oh my goodness. And because she didn't look that part, but her voice was amazing. They couldn't deny that. And it was, so I don't know if y'all saw it or if you didn't see it or if you're watching it now, but I went to an episode that she was singing at the Tropicana. And the guy, she's Celia Cruz. She's already in the damn group. And he would not let her in. And the dude had to come out and was like, she's Celia Cruz. And she was like, oh, because I'm dark-skinned? She said, listen, my mother's coming and she's darker than me. Oh my goodness. And just all the things she went through, from everyone thinking she couldn't do it, her sister that I want to choke. Yeah, I'm that person. I yell at the TV. I mean, it was, oh my goodness. It was. And the friends and my man. I know. He a playboy. He this, he that, but he is so cool. I love him. I do. Oh my goodness. I was so happy when they got together, and it was something about it. He just had to tell about his life. So it is a beautiful series on Netflix. Oh my goodness. I'm really taking my time, because I don't want to watch the whole thing and binge, and then I'm lost, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't have nothing else to watch. I gotta watch it again. So I've been taking my time and watching it sparingly. When I'm on the bus, I charge my phone. And I get to the point sometimes where somebody call me and I'll be like, what? What do you want? Watch Celia Cruz. And they like, what? What are you talking about? What? Even the phone ringing. Okay, it's at this time, you better call me, because real. And it's sad, because I've been doing damn most of it, because this damn show is so good. If you haven't Netflix, honey, get somebody's password, get their email, get you some Netflix, and watch this damn show, Celia Cruz. Oh my goodness. It is so great. Oh my goodness. So, the next question. Someone wrote and asked, why do we need a legua? And is a legua and Lucero the same person? We will talk about that tomorrow. And who is Eshu Odada? I know I might be pronouncing it wrong, but I love you anyway. So, they asked, they hit my inbox, so now I'm putting it out there, and we'll talk about that tomorrow at 5. Okay, so get your questions or get your answers ready. Hit the thread up because they want to know, do you need a Legua? And is a Legua and Lucero the same person? And who is Eshu Odada? So, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. But today, we talked about Ori. Ori. So, we need to always give praise to our Ori. We always need to be mindful of our Ori. Definitely, when you go home tonight, give thanks for your Ori. And when you get up in the morning, give praise to your Ori. Appreciate your Ori. Keep a level head, a cool head. Don't let no one take you out of character. I know when you start, you'll start seeing. And as Sister Morris Jackson say, when you know better, you do better. So don't allow no one to take you out of your character. Always give praise and thanks to your Ori. Yes. So, make sure. And for the person that asks, yes, these are all your bracelets. No, I'm not initiated yet. You see earrings. So, make sure. You see earrings and you see makeup, so no, not yet. And I wouldn't be on the video anyway. So, just know that. But, Ashe for you all. As always, this is Bobby and his baby girl saying it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. I love you all. Feel free to come by, drop off a toy, pick up your stuff. The holidays is coming. So you can be a part of also on the 24th, we're feeding the homeless over here. I was telling a brother that today. I really don't like to use the word homeless because even when they're in New Orleans, they go, "Oh, these are homeless people." No, they're misplaced right now. Y'all trying to take their home. New Orleans is their home. They not homeless. They where they at. They in New Orleans. So we're feeding people on the 24th. I put up the address. I put up everything. Go through. I'll repost it again later on this evening, so you can be a part of that if you want to come out and feed those and give a kind word. So as always, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. This is Bobby Ann's baby girl saying, be woke. We've been asleep too long. And feel free to hit me up if you have a question or if you a comment, positive, negative, it don't matter. A comment, hit the thread. Let's talk about it. It's a conversation as always. Asho, Benicion, Salam Alaikum, Alafia. And praise Jesus and all of that, Sister Mary, Mother Joseph. And there, by the grace of God, there go I. And we are all, hopefully I didn't got half of everybody that I know. So, feel free. I love you all. I love you and thank you, thank you, thank you.